All right, hello and welcome everyone to our very first live session of our 20's talk show, and hopefully nothing but 20's. Hopefully everything goes well. It's not perfect yet. This is our first time doing it, but here's hoping to everything going well. Before we get started, I'll just read out our disclaimer. This podcast is intended for mature audiences and includes but not limited to swearing, violence, and gore. All accents and characters are not based on real people and are not meant to offend. In today's episode, we are also using the copyright-free D&D ambience music from Michael Gelfi and Philip Melvin of Michael Gelfi Studios. They do really awesome D&D ambient content, and it's all free to use within reason. They have given podcasters and streamers permission to use it live, so we should be safe there. Hopefully Twitch doesn't have a hissy and copy strike us, but if not, I'm recording the episode anyway and I'll be able to put it up on YouTube at a later point. So, we'll do a quick background. Actually, would everyone like to say hi?
Hey everyone!
To our users, we should, hopefully the audience, you should be seeing that on the screen. You should, if you're watching through Twitch, be able to comment and see our comments come up on the left-hand side of the screen there. I don't know if it will perfectly work. Hopefully it does work. If not, I will be able to see your comments as well. So, in episode 4, not a lot happened, but quite a bit happened. It was more of a filler episode, no combat. Hopefully that will change this session. So, in episode 4, the party finally rested in Phandalin. They turned in their quest to Barthen at Barthen's Provisions. Upon questioning, the party knows two main things. The town seems to be troubled by the Red Brands, a group of ruffians that may be linked to disappearances and have been terrorizing the locals. And secondly, the Rockseeker brothers have not been seen roughly for 10 days. We last left the party split and on three different missions. Gildred and Gimrod have headed to the Miners' Exchange to talk with Halia, where she's offered the group to take care of the Red Brands and their leader Glassstaff. Malikos, Sebastian, and Grey are on the way to the Sleeping Giant Tap House in order to make contact with the Red Brands, I believe, in order to try and infiltrate their ranks using the racism against tieflings.
That is not what I said. I was not meaning to be racist.
And all the while, Sildar and Salaufane are currently at the Stonehill Tavern, where Salaufane presumably is in a food coma. So, I guess how is everyone feeling? Everyone's excited to get into a live session.
Yeah, it's a bit different, huh?
I feel like I should have washed my hair.
Luckily, we don't have to smell or see each other this week. So, I guess for everyone, the audience wondering, we are doing a live session at home this week. Unfortunately, Alex, the player who plays Gildred, won't be able to play today. He's away for work up north. In terms of us, we've been having a lot of corona cases recently, so we decided to play it safe, play from home, all that good stuff.
Get vaccinated.
Yeah, so
get vaxxed, boys.
I guess also if anyone in the audience has any questions about the last episode or episodes in general, just come through, ask them through. We'll try and answer them. This is our sort of Q&A area that we want to try and do as well. Thank you also, Duck, for joining us, and PJ Pajama Party, and Roaming Greed, which is Mitchum. Thank you for your support.
Slow down, man. You're just flooding the place.
Larry's in the chat.
Sorry.
Larry.
So I guess
I'm gonna make more accounts so we can follow.
It's the only way I can see Cam and the map, so...
Oh, right, okay. So I guess my first question about the last episode is, how long has Grey been a closeted racist?
Yeah, Grey.
Wait, what?
Well, you brought up the whole idea of tieflings being discriminated against. You decide to embrace the cultural oppression of this race. hence the racism.
Well, no, I wasn't necessarily coming on like that, mate. I was just thinking, you know, maybe I could be selling some tieflings. That's all I'm saying, you know. Get some dosh. Get some dosh. They're very good workers. Like, I've seen them kill. Like, if you want them to kill people, they'll fucking kill people for you. Like, I've seen them do shit. So, like,
Yeah, in a life or death situation. Indeed.
oh, okay. So we attacked
I've seen him
them.
protect himself. He can kill
They-
someone. Yeah.
They protected themselves. We just went and killed a whole bunch of gobbies. So, just gonna say, they tieflings, bro.
Yeah,
What's wrong with them?
surprisingly, we actually haven't had any run-ins against the Drow yet. And no pajama party, we are not doing Fireball. and for you also, Duck, yeah, there will be spoilers in this episode, obviously.
I wish I could Fireball, because I 100% will.
Last episode, we also saw Gimrod get into a bit of a argument, I guess, at Lion Shield Costa with Linen Greywind.
Trying to flex his power, if anything.
Yeah.
This is at the
No.
shop where you're trying to scam everybody.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, Malikos was trying to scam.
I can buy full plate armor.
Yeah. That was fucking funny. I thought that was hilarious. I just wanted to just like shove her in the dirt, and then Malakos was like, "Yo, I'll jump on this train with you." And then he's just like, "Yeah, you want me to grab your chest of gold?" Perfect. Yeah, this bitch can think I'm rich.
I do love how Malikos, after saying yikes and putting back a dagger that costs a couple of gold, then proceeds to ask how much full plate armor costs.
Yeah, man, I don't know what he was up to. So he's moving mad.
I want to say something. As soon as we left last session, I don't know how my character. I want to continue with this priestess like side mission. I'm convinced there's something there, but with my character, I have no fucking idea how he would do that because of the way he is.
I do really appreciate how you're playing Grey. You've done such a really good job at displaying that sort of. He's obviously not been around a lot of people, a lot of humans. He's very into his nature around animals, and it really comes through when he's conversing with other people. He just has no idea what to say.
I actually really appreciate you saying that. That's yeah, I do try, but I guess some of it comes naturally because I'm just a fucking. I may be a streamer, but I'm an awkward piece of shit.
Yeah, but you're our awkward piece of shit.
That is
Oh,
true.
we love you for it.
That is true. Anyone who's in the audience, if you can't hear anybody properly, or if you've got any questions or queries, that stuff, just send it through, and I'll try and adjust all the sound settings on the fly. Like I said, it's not perfect. I can't really tell what you guys are listening to. I assume, Mitchum, you're watching the stream, yes?
I'm also watching.
It is delayed.
Yeah.
It's delayed by about 10 seconds.
Yeah, there should be about a 10 or 15 second delay. That's just due to if I have any problems with my internet, we'll be able to catch up and continue through. I assume none of the comments are popping up on that left-hand side where the comment section is?
No.
Right-hand side, yeah, they are.
We're seeing the chat.
But-
That's why I got it up. So
Yeah, but it's not on the actual stream
No, it's
itself.
not on
yeah.
the actual overlay.
No, it's not on the actual stream.
Yeah, so I think that's just because I'm streaming to Restream, which streams to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So
that means you'd have to go to. Sorry, I was gonna go into a whole bunch. Nah.
if I stream straight to Twitch or YouTube, then then it should work. But I think it's because it's trying to gather two inputs at once. It won't be able to do it. That's
You've
all
just
right.
got to get the stream code, and then you can choose which one if you go through Streamlabs.
No, I'm not using Streamlabs. I'm using Gamecaster.
Yeah,
Just
well,
get a random picture of Elmo or something and put him in that square.
get a picture of me
Just put a PNG image there.
or a GIF.
I don't know if I can edit on the fly. I won't try. I won't try just because I don't want to break it. But anyway.
You guys can log into my OnlyFans and take whatever clip you want.
I'll drop a tenner to you, Daniel.
I would need a separate disclaimer if I was to show you OnlyFans.
This may include pictures of toes.
Yes, toes. Top 2% in toes.
So what's
The market for
interesting?
that.
I think what's interesting in this session is that Gildish and Gimrod have both been offered by Halia, the owner of the mining exchange, and you've been offered money to be able to go defeat the Red Brands and the Red Brands leader Glassstaff. What you already know is that there's 3 of your friends currently moving towards the Red Brand hideout, so...
I feel like our party is just so onto this shit. We've already split up to fucking Scooby-Doo this shit. We already know exactly what we need to do.
The first rule of D&D is you never split the party.
Well,
Well, it
Surely
happened
you won't
anyway,
kill us.
and it turns out that my partner isn't here today. So
Yeah. So I will address that as soon as the session starts.
it's all about
I'm
the...
going to sleep now.
oh,
Bye.
is this are we doing the 20 for 20s right now?
Yeah, this is 20 for 20s, obviously.
20s.
You're an actual dumbass. It's all about...
No, this is the show. We're in the middle of the fucking inn.
Random chat in the middle of the inn.
It's like
Yeah,
herding
this is like
cats.
Oh, I knew
This
we
is
were
that-
actually playing, but I don't know what I was thinking actually.
Dude, he's not in this world. I apologize for this man.
Uh,
Where did
Actually
you go
here
before this,
today.
Charlie?
Hey,
get
Your toes.
This man's on another world.
the only constant in D&D is splitting the party.
Yes.
Remarks
That is
also
true.
die. It is true, and it always ends
That is very true.
completely horribly. And we're missing one of our healers this session as well, being Gildish. So I guess
can do that
Hey,
myself.
get
I
me
guess-
to level 3 and I can be a healer.
I can't believe when we're making the concept of this show, I've thought for sure at least one person was going to pick like a lawful good cleric or something, but no,
Yeah,
we got
Have
to.
you-
that's the thing. We
Yeah.
all thought that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
if you enjoy playing the lawful good cleric. I just want to clarify that was not hate speech to lawful good clerics. But
I feel like
not my flavor.
I do feel like lawful good is too hard to play. In a grounded D&D type setting. Obviously, in more of a fantastical PG type setting, lawful good characters are really easy to do, and it also provides easy motivation.
Pumbaa.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wouldn't-
maybe not.
No, Timon and Pumbaa definitely are not lawful good.
They fucking steal. And
They-
they scandal.
They are chaotic as all hell.
Yeah, they're chaotic good at best. At best.
I was literally going through my brain
okay.
of everything
Okay.
mischievous they do. I'm like, yeah, they're good guys.
They're only out for themselves. They only care about their own freedom.
They are definitely chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
They're the Pumbaa's a barbarian. Let's get real, guys.
But at least we, I guess, still have our rogue, which is good. Rolling like, what, 20 pluses on stealth tables, so...
It's more like... Let me bring it up. You
Wait,
want
so...
to go +8, and if I have level 3, I can use, like, Pass Without Trace, and that'll make it a total +18.
Yeah. Plus, what, plus 18?
Yeah, so +10 for the spell, +8 for my skill, and plus my dice. So
Fuck's
You would get
sake.
Pass Without a Trace at level 3 as a
uh,
rogue.
No. As my
I'm so interested.
subclass, I'll be doing.
Duck reckons that he only plays... Oh, sorry, I assume it's he. Duck reckons I only play lawful good rogues. Now that is a character
Wow.
concept.
That is okay.
Also, Duck.
Wait, how?
Yeah, how do you play lawful good rogues? Well, because rogues, I guess, rogues don't have to be thieves. I mean, like, they're good with the lock picking and they're good at sneaking out and stuff, but they don't have to be criminals.
I would like to say Sebastian is not a thief, but
Sebastian would say that.
there is a
That's exactly what a thief would say.
statue rolling around in the party. Well, was rolling around in the party, and Sebastian could use a bit of money. And +8 to stealth would help getting that.
We just bought you 60 fucking arrows. What do you need money for?
You literally got your daddy dragon up here, bro. Like, you don't need no money.
Yeah, actually,
just so I can get money off him.
that is a good point. How much money do you have left? Because you've been shouting a lot of people, Charlie.
I've sold that massive green frog thing.
Ah, that's right, yeah.
Found all the treasure. Hold on. How do I check this? Inventory.
He's literally kept everything we got from the goblins to himself.
I've kept a lot. I've still got about 20 gold.
You still got
Jesus.
20 gold. What the fuck?
That frog was expensive, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
exactly.
was his 20 gold.
It's fucking. It's
That's
for
why I'm
something.
just throwing money around all of a sudden.
Hey, didn't that thing actually cost 20 gold?
No, I found it.
Is that what puts you in the positive?
Fuck yeah.
Alright.
I still think we're gonna regret selling it.
Nah.
I do like this.
You can regret it. I love it, the
Twitch
money.
chat, because we have the Twitch chat as well to give us the inspiration to talk about the next topic.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking at the very start with the 20 for 20s. Like, obviously it's kind of good to have a recap ourselves, but I've always wanted 20 for 20s to be more of a talk show, much like Talks Machina. It just allows that sort of, I guess, community with our audience, and obviously we don't have a very large audience right now, but hopefully when we grow and that sort of stuff, we should I think continue it like this, and maybe stop doing 20 for 20s before the sessions and do it on our off weeks. It means that we have to commit a little bit more, but Wise Al Tui just said, "Hi guys, can you let us know what characters you each play?" So yeah, I guess that's good. If we have any newcomers, we are starting to run over time for 20 for 20s, so we'll just go through. We'll introduce ourselves quickly, and we'll talk about our characters. I don't think I reminded you guys this week, but hopefully we have a little bit of a fun fact for our characters prepared.
Wait, another one.
Yeah.
Hang on.
No, actually,
I said
Wait a minute.
it was before every session.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
All right.
Okay.
If you can think of anything, if not, all good. We'll just go around.
Last time.
We'll just go around.
You said you're
So
racist.
I'll introduce myself first. My name's Cameron. I'm the DM. This is episode 5. You should put some name tags on the screen. Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
On Discord we do.
Yeah, on Discord we do. You should be able to see that, hopefully.
Oh, what
There we go.
character?
There we go. If I just put my mouse over it, then everyone comes up. So, yeah, anyway, my name's Cameron. I'm the DM. And I play a piece of shit that's trying to ruin the party's lives, I guess.
We mean in game. Not
Yeah.
out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. In game, I'm a nice guy. I'm trying to help everyone out and all that sort of stuff. So, Gimrod, do you want to introduce yourself and your character?
You just did it for me.
Well, just
You're a piece of wait, what? You're a piece of shit.
Say your race. Yeah, I had to keep on changing my mouse. Say your race. Say your class. Don't give us a fact yet. We'll do that for the session proper.
Cool. Okay,
Okay,
I'm
fair.
Gimrod. I'm a Dragonborn Paladin, and I'm just dope as fuck.
He is Daddy.
I am Daddy Dino right now.
Eddie Dino with the bug bucks.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah, I just went.
Oh, sorry, Justin.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's me. So I'm Gray. I play a human druid, mainly healer. I'm
Mainly.
shy. Don't know. What? Sorry.
Wait, you were the character.
Jack.
Both.
I'm Jack. I play Malikos, a male tiefling sorcerer who's quite young. And that's it.
Sebastian.
Dan.
Hey, I'm Daniel, not Sebastian. I play Sebastian Oakley, a tiefling rogue. Yeah, and I guess I have a fun fact in the actual session.
Yeah. Mitchum?
Hey, I'm Mitchum. I play Salaufane Joanna, also known as Larry. My screen is currently frozen, so I do apologize.
It's okay.
So I play the Wandering Drow Swordsman. Am I doing the fun fact here? Or
No,
am I
no,
doing it
we'll do
at the
the-
start of the session?
We'll do the fun fact at the start of the session.
Gotcha. It cut out a little bit, and it's really awkward seeing both screens have me frozen in two different poses.
If you can, maybe just try and disconnect your video and reconnect it.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Hey!
Yeah, there we go.
Don't ever apologize.
Yeah, sorry, this isn't perfect. We sort of only decided this about 3 days ago, and I've been trying to make it work, but we'll deal with it. If you guys like this sort of live session, this should be over on YouTube. So if you want to rewatch it, go over to YouTube. When Alex comes down from work, he's going to pick up the audio from this and hopefully chuck it on Spotify still for our audio listeners. But yeah, thank you all for your support. We'll be back in like 5 minutes. And we'll get started with the show proper.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm getting a refill.
So yeah, so for the party, I guess try and go for a quick toilet break, grab a drink, all that sort of good stuff, and we'll reconvene in 5 minutes.
Sweet.
All right, audience, thank you very much. Thank you for your support. We'll be back soon for the show proper.
See you
Alright.
soon.
Bye.
Alright, everyone, welcome back. We're all refreshed. We're ready to get started. I've turned up the background music just a little bit, so if it is too loud or distracting, just let me know, and I'll sort that out as quick as possible. Obviously, this is all just going to be moving on the fly, so just bear with me. Just making sure everyone's good. Okay, so I apologize for everyone who was here during the 20's show. I am going to have to go through the disclaimer and the episode 3 recap again, just for when we upload it to Spotify. It makes everything a little bit easier. So, disclaimer. Not that page. Disclaimer. This podcast is intended for mature audiences and includes, but not limited to, swearing, violence, and gore. All accents and characters are not based on real people and are not meant to offend. In today's episode, we are using the copyright-free D&D ambience music from Michael Gelfie and Philip Melvin of Michael Gelfie Studios. They do an awesome D&D ambience soundtrack, and it's all free to use within reason. So check them out on YouTube or Spotify, or go onto Google and type in Michael Gelfie. Disclaimed he's... Damn it!
Disclaimed he's nuts.
Got him! Got him!
I'm trying to sign into Twitch just so I can talk to these people.
So,
That's why I got it open.
jumping, if we all want to, I'll stop reading the chat for a little bit. Sorry for the chat. We will sort of pay attention to you throughout, but I'm not going to read you out or sort of interact with you a hell of a lot just during the episode, just so that we can try and maintain the immersion. During our break, we will have a little bit of time to talk, and after the show ends, we'll have a little bit of time to talk. But other than that, I'll probably ignore you guys, but feel free to chat amongst each other, start commenting about, all the things that are happening, and yeah, hopefully we'll just have a little bit of fun with this. And if we enjoy it, you guys enjoy it, we'll try and do this a little bit more often if you prefer this sort of thing. Anyway, in episode 4, last session, the party finally rested in Fandland and turned in their quest to Barton at Barton's Provisions. Upon questioning, the party now knows 2 main things. The town seems to be troubled by the Red Brands, a group of ruffians that may be linked to local disappearances and terrorization of the neighborhood. Secondly, the Rockseeker brothers have not been seen for roughly 10 days. We last left the party split and on different missions. Gildred and Gilmrod have headed to the Miners' Exchange to talk with Halia, where she has offered the group a large monetary sum to take care of the Red Brands and their leader Glassstaff. Malikos, Sebastian, and Grey are on the way to the Sleeping Giant Tap House in order to make contact with the Red Brands, and all the while Sildar and Salathane await the Stonehill Tavern. For the people just joining, we'll start again with... we'll start with Charlie. We'll start at the top, go around in order like we did last time. Introduce yourself, introduce your character, maybe a quick, brief description for those who haven't watched the show before, and your fun fact if you have one.
Okay, I'm Charlie. I play a Dragonborn paladin called Gimrod. I don't know, he's cool, he's calm, he's collective, but he hates people that do bad.
Oh no.
He just looks a little blue, little aqua, some grey underbelly. It's like a nighttime dragon. Looks kind of dope.
Alright.
Yo, it's me, your boy. I'm Justin. I play Grey, the human druid. He's 170 something centimeters tall, with a green cloak with a hood. Shoulder length here. Very young, only 18. And his fun fact: his mentor was a druid elf. But he's a human, so something.
Cool. Jack?
Yeah, I'm Jack. I play Malikos, a tiefling sorcerer who is a 17-year-old, I guess you could say, boy. Fun fact for Malikos, he really, really enjoys cooking for people. However, he's not that great at it.
Oh.
He loves everything. He's like, yeah, home cooked meal type thing. And it's not even really good, really, like, he's not okay. No, he's like terrible. He puts way too much salt in, and that's it. That's literally all he puts in. He puts salt this season. It's kind of rough, but yeah, that's fun fact.
All right. Daniel?
Hey guys, my name's Daniel. Who do I play? Sebastian Oakley. He's a tiefling rogue. I have all my pictures on D&D Beyond of like a red tiefling because that's all they have. But he's actually purple. I was vibing with purple. It's like a purple grey. But yeah, you can't get it in the basic photos, so yeah, that's pretty average. I was gonna have for a fun fact that he loves food, but since you mentioned that you're a really bad cook, I'm not gonna put that out loud.
We should have like tag teamed.
Yeah, but Sebastian really likes working with locks. That's like his that's his thing. If he sees a lock that he can't get into, that's something that he will probably spend most of his time trying to do. That's pretty much it.
Cool. Mitchum?
Hi, I'm Mitchum, and I play Salalfane Dawana, the Wandering Drow Swordsman. Salalfane stands at a rather large 5'4" and has pale red eyes. He's born in Menzo Baranzan, the Drow city. That's located in the Underdark. He calls it Menzi, and that's one of his fun facts. Salalfane, or Larry, as his friends know him by, he likes to shorten names so that he can remember them. Not exactly the brightest, but small things he's got. He's got the small things.
Cool.
That's why Sebastian is Sebs.
Sebs. Sebs.
And so for everyone who is watching this, and I just want to say thank you very much for the raid, and hello Entropic Zen, Hell Vehicle, so I didn't catch who else was here. So our difference here, and according to our game show, Nothing But 20's, every time a natural 20 is rolled outside of combat, we do have a list of 20 that we use. That can be random events that will happen. So it can get a little bit crazy. Hopefully we'll see something like that happening, but I can't guarantee that a natural 20 will be rolled tonight. So I guess we'll kick straight into it. So, Gray, Sebastian, and Malikos, you have been walking... formulating this idea. You've been walking from the Stonehill Tavern. I'll bring up the map a little bit for the audience to see. The Stonehill Tavern, which is roughly there. Actually, no, sorry, I lie. Stonehill Tavern is up here. You've walked down the road a little bit, and you're walking to the Sleeping Giant Tap House, which is down here.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
The dodgy part of town.
the dodgy part of town. It's a little bit run down. Like I've said, it's a little bit quiet. There's not many people walking through here. As you've walked up to this building, you're roughly about 50 yards away. You can see a couple of individuals outside this tap house. It's got a bit of a balcony. It looks a little bit run down. The stain isn't probably what it used to be. Maybe a little bit of rot setting into the floorboards and the posts. You notice 2 to 3 people out on the balcony sort of drinking, talking quite loudly. No passerbys are really moving up or down the street. It seems a little bit more quiet, other than obviously the noise coming from the tap house itself. What would you like to do?
Is it like when you walk past the pub, you can see a few people at front, but hear everyone inside? Or is it more like there's just a few people out front? That's really all you can see.
Yeah, you don't actually hear a lot of noise coming from inside. The majority of the noise is coming from the 2 to 3 individuals. They're walking in and out of the tap house, but it looks like roughly the same people.
Okay. I guess I want to turn to the boys because we're not there yet. And just be like, okay, so how are we gonna play this?
Yeah.
Are we gonna go in like mercenaries trying to join them, or like are we gonna pretend we're businessmen? Gonna say we have like a proposition, increase their wealth and shit.
I reckon we just walk in.
Just
We just
walk
fucking-
in like we own the place.
Walk
Well,
in like we do this, huh?
not disrespectfully. We don't want to cause too much trouble. Just mainly just walk in, see if we can find who's in charge, maybe.
That's
I like that.
really look like you guys are young. That's really not how shit works. This is obviously a criminal organization. They're not going to let randos just walk in. So we kind of have to address the people at the front first.
Well, if we're both sorry, not we're both businessmen. If we're both tieflings, I don't know. I guess we could be like the bodyguards of Grey, who's the son of a big tyrant boss, and he's trying to, expand his horizons to defend them.
yeah, okay.
I can see that.
We can do that, yeah.
I did
Yeah,
that.
we can try at least. Don't know how well it's gonna go, but
What's the story? Well, what are we selling? What's our empire that we're growing?
so
I've got an idea. You're not gonna like it, but it's business. Okay?
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Smuggling children.
Wow.
I was thinking more.
It's
Like
big, I know.
goals.
Like if they're a small town crook, they're not gonna want to do it, but they're gonna be like, oh shit, okay, maybe the boss would want to talk to them. It's big enough to go, oh shit, these guys mean business. But it's not like, hey, we deal drugs.
Yeah, I was gonna go with farming of some sort.
Farming. It's
Well,
very
I'm-
criminal of you to think of farming.
Yeah, I like the input. Let's put a pin in it. Okay, let's tone it down a bit. Maybe weapons. They're gonna have more people coming in. I guess they need weapons. So let's just say we're an arms dealer, or we can fucking shake down the blacksmith.
I say we meet in the middle. You want to go all the way to we traffic children just to show our power. If we want to tone it down a little, I say we transport weapons or whatever. We deal in weapons, but heavy weapons. I'm talking cannons, city type stuff.
Shit. Okay.
Like cannon bolts.
Like war kind of shit.
War.
Yeah. All right, sweet. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay.
I agree. You got to get intimidated, man. We got
What?
this.
No, I was just hoping you guys would do all the talking. I can be the silent but brooding type.
I think we could work that out.
Yeah.
Do not speak to. Alright, we need an alias. I'll be Sebastian.
Shut up. No.
I'll be Gimrod.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
This.
I-
Look, I don't know anything about this dwarf, so shit.
I feel like Grey's the only one who needs an alias.
Oh.
We're worth of bones.
Oh, so I could be Sir Dinklebottom.
No, that's.
I don't think I'm.
Let's just start walking there. Like we know what we're doing, but maybe let's do it on the fly.
Okay.
Think of another one.
So as you approach the Sleeping Giant Tap House, upon further inspection, you can see that the red, what you assume to be the Red Brands, you see that they all have a rough uniform. It's not all perfect. Their clothes are a little bit scummy, a little bit dirty. However, you can see that they sort of all wear a similar red cloak over top their clothes. Again, walking up closer and closer. Make a perception check, whoever's in the front.
It would be the two tieflings, I reckon. So
They both make one, or do you just want one of us to do it?
Just one of you.
You can do it, bro.
Are you sure? Alright. I'll roll.
Well,
whatever you
who's
say.
got the highest perception bonus?
Alright, I've already rolled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
I didn't.
Let's
I
go.
got a 5.
Okay, you got a 5. All right. So approaching the, again, there's sort of 1 or 2 people walking in and out of the front balcony. 2 people are sort of more stationed at the balcony. They're not sitting together. They're sort of sitting apart, leaning on the rails. And there's what looks to be 2, maybe 3 people walking in and out, sort of checking in on them. They're all very scruffy, big, dirty, bushy beards. Probably look like they haven't had a bath or a shower or clean clothes in a long, long time. As you approach, what would you like to say?
Question. Good evening, gentlemen. How you doing today?
Yeah, fuck off, will ya? One of the guy closest to you, sort of sitting on the balcony, looks down, just snarls, spits at your feet.
Good start. Good start.
Yes.
Let's try that again. Good evening, gentlemen.
I told you, fuck off.
I feel like I'm the one person you wouldn't want to tell me to fuck off.
With that and a little bit of the yelling, one of the other guy at the other end of the balcony sort of walks up and says, "All right, mate. He told you once. He told you twice. Fuck off, will ya?"
Look. I'm here to do business. I'm not here to rough you up. If that's what you want, if you want to fight, we can tussle later. I'm here to see the boss. Okay? I can tell it's not one of you 3. You drunk bastards.
Make a. Are you trying to intimidate or?
I
Yeah.
get it. I guess I am.
Yeah.
Okay, roll
No.
an intimidation check.
Nice. It's a 16.
16. Okay.
Oh.
With that, they sort of look at each other, and one of them says, "I'll go see the boss, eh?" One of them walks inside while the other one sort of picks up. He looks like he's got a baton next to him, and he sort of rests it up against his shoulder. He's sort of looking up and down. He looks a little bit more nervous. He almost looks like he might be second guessing what this party of this trio are about. After a couple of seconds aside, a more cleaner shaven, still dirty looking man comes out. He's a little bit taller, sort of around that 6'3", 6'4" mark. His clothes look a little bit cleaner, less tattered. He's got a very big scar over his right eye. He looks you up and down, and he's also carrying a small baton. He says, "What the fuck do you want?"
You got a mouth on you like the rest of you boys. Good evening. How you doing, mate? I'm Gildish.
He walks up to you and sort of stands real in your grill. How tall are you?
That's a good question.
I like how we have it all prepared.
This is a flat 6 foot. What's that? 183 centimeters.
183 centimeters. That's like what, 6'4"?
6 foot.
6 foot?
183, 6 foot.
Is it exactly 6 foot? Okay, so he's a little bit taller than you. A little bit taller than you. He stands up to you and he sort of looks down at you. He thrusts his chin out a little bit, and you can smell a very thick smell of what sounds to be whiskey and a man who probably hasn't taken the best oral hygiene in his life. He's also got very thick tar stainings from what appears to be a pipe of some sort around his mouth and his mustache. He looks you up and down and he says, "I ain't saying again. Fuck off, or there will be consequences."
Look, before you pass up the opportunity of a lifetime, I'd just like to introduce myself again. My name's Gildesh, and I'm a businessman, and I would like to speak with somebody who has, like, the slightest clue of what the fuck is going on here, and I stare him right in the eyes.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Virgil.
Fucking wanker move.
I mean, you had this coming.
That's fair. Oh well, 19.
I didn't think it'd fuck up this quick.
19? Is that with disadvantage?
We're at 19 and 23.
Good fucking lord. Alright.
Yeah.
Chose the right people as bodyguards, boys. This
I wasn't counting on that. Okay. This says, alright. I'll tell you the boss name. Glassstaff.
Oh fuck.
He's gonna... And if you want to keep on fucking with us, we're gonna fuck you up first.
Mate, I haven't the slightest clue who you are. Okay, you mean not a lot to me.
He sort of just turns back and he says, I'm fucking done with this. Get him, boys! And with that, please roll initiative.
Just step forward, like, listen here, you.
Here we go.
Yeah, you had that one planned out, didn't you?
This is really upsetting. I'm passed out in a food coma, and you guys are brawling.
Yeah, without the barbarian.
Sigma, we're gonna come home with so many fucking bruises.
You're using my teammate's name.
Assuming you
Come up to me hard, I mean, don't worry.
Alright.
So, is this gonna be like? I'm gonna be introduced to new characters at the end, like.
And you've got a whole new party. So I apologize for Charlie and Mitchum. We will try and the Reverend common. Yeah, so we will introduce your characters obviously soon. We'll just try and get this out of the way. So
Yeah, that's fine.
rolling for myself. Give
What'd
me
you
a
get?
second. None of your fucking business.
Hey, oh, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
So
In the house.
So-
Hey.
20 plus?
Fuck off.
No, 15 to 20. Great. 15. What are you? What are you?
I got 16.
Good.
Holy shit.
How?
Above double digits.
This is the first time that you've been first in initiative, and it's only because no one else is here.
Awesome.
All right. 15 to 10.
I got 14.
Yeah, I got 14 as well.
They both got 14.
I said it first, so get good.
What did get double team?
And I rolled a 6.
So how many blokes are coming at us? Is it the 4 on the balcony?
So
As
there's
many as you want, baby.
the 2 on the balcony. There's the what looks to be the main guy who's walked up in front of you, and you can see one more person at the door.
Oh, so just 3.
So I guess we'll start initiative with Gray. What would you like to do?
Run.
Dude.
Yeah, okay. So, I step forward through the 2 tieflings, get in between us and the... Sorry, how many attackers? 4?
4 in total.
4? How close are they to us right now? Like, is there enough room for me to step between the 2?
So in front of you, there is obviously you've got Malikos and Sebastian to your front, left, and right. In front of Sebastian is the main guy. He's standing at the foot of the steps. Up the steps on your left and right, you've got 2 more people, and then you've got 1 more person directly behind the main guy who's standing in the door of the tap house. So there's probably enough room to get up the steps if you want to. If not,
No, I just want to step in front of those 2
yep.
and cast poison spray.
Ooh, okay.
There's
With
no put them down.
that, if you aim it correctly, how? What's the cone? What's the distance?
Oh, fuck. Shit. Okay. So I still have my staff in my hand,
Yep.
which I will use for it. Standing your hand towards the creature you range projectile launches down its palm.
It should say underneath the range.
Yeah, so when you look at the spell thing, it's the 3rd thing.
Casting time. Oh, range 10 foot.
10 foot. Okay, so with that, if you want to stand in front of Sebastian and get the main guy, you could probably get the guy behind him as well if you wanted to.
Yes,
pretty much what I'm trying to do here is create a diversion that would, like, hopefully push them back and make them step back enough for us to fucking leg it.
Okay.
Is pretty much my plan.
So, what do I need to roll? Do I need to roll a saving throw?
You need to roll
The spell's damage increases.
So do you roll?
A creature
damage?
must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
Alright.
What's the spell save?
Pardon?
What's this? The spell save?
What's the number next to the
Oh,
Constitution?
sorry, it's Constitution 11.
Constitution 11. Okay, so the first one makes it.
Fuck.
And the second one gets a 14, so it makes it as well. So, do they take, what, just half damage?
If they fail.
I'll say yes. So the first one takes 6 damage. So the guy in front of you, he sort of gets the poison sprayed onto himself, and you can sort of hear the sizzling of skin as it hits, and he'll take 6 damage. He sort of recoils and grabs his face as the poison sort of starts seeping around his eyes. The guy behind him, he will take some damage. And he will take 4 damage. So the acid almost goes over, so the poison spray goes over the first guy's head and sort of starts landing driplets on the guy behind him, taking a little bit of damage, but obviously not as hurt as what the boss guy looks. So running into next, we've got Malikos.
Sweet. So are we on?
Sorry.
You're right.
No, we're not talking about. So this balcony, it's obviously the second story balcony.
No,
Underneath.
it's all one floor. All one floor. The balconies.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, it's got a couple of stairs.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that changes my plan. Cool. I want to push in front of these two now, and cast Witch Bolt at the closest one, just straight at him.
The boss man.
Let's go to that absolute turd.
Okay. What are we rolling?
16?
16 DC save.
No, like 16 to hit. That's
16 to hit. Yeah, no, that hits.
Yes, sweet.
How much damage?
7?
7 damage. Alright, so this guy's sort of recoiled back. He's grabbing his face as the acid sort of starts melting away at his skin. This witch bolt, dark purple black energy splits through him, straight through his core as he falls down onto the steps and sort of grabs onto the rail, trying to hold himself up. He's still alive, but he looks very, very injured. The red brand cloak is almost peeling away in a burning fashion. Next, we have Sebastian.
So, realizing he's been pushed past by 2 fucking spellcasters that have just dominated the people in front of him, he's... What the fuck? Oh, Jesus, okay. Good to know. He doesn't push past him because he's not rude like that. And he screams to the boss guy, and he's like, "Look, mate, all we wanted to do was start a business proposition. You've been nothing but rude to us. You can end this now, or we can end this now." Can he respond? Or is it like...
He's sort of grabbing his face.
I'm just gonna stab him.
He's sort of grabbing his face. He sort of says, "Go to that fucking underworld."
Oh, okay, so I'm not... Yeah, I don't think he's backing down anytime soon.
That's a bit rude. I pull out my rapier and I'm gonna go for a quick run up and thrust at him.
All right, roll a hit.
Yes, nice. 16.
16 is a hit.
Yes.
Roll your damage.
You want the damage? Do you really want the damage? It's not.
How much?
Peaceful combat music.
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, so as you step forward, sort of feeling a little bit sad that you're about to do this. Not really. You sort of thrust forward, and with a very clean stab, you strike him straight in the chest as he sort of lurches up into his last final moments, gasping for breath, and sits back down, motionless.
So he's dead.
Yes.
Okay.
What a kill spell,
I want to look to the other two and be like, can we be gentlemen about this and end it now, or there's going to be more bloodshed?
They just start yelling, "Boss!" And leading into their turn, the guy behind him who's recovering from this acid splash, he sprints up and goes to attack you, Sebastian.
Brilliant.
So, rolling a to hit die. We have a 15.
Yes, it does.
15 does hit.
Yes, it does.
And you will take 5 damage. So the first guy sort of runs up and he's got his baton in hand. And he runs up and just smacks you in the shoulder, sort of really giving you a good dead arm. The two on the balcony, either side of the balcony, they're going to jump over the little railing there. And one of them is going to rush Grey, one of them is going to rush Malikos. So the one rushing Grey first. I'm going to assume that's going to hit before I even roll it.
9 armor class?
That is a 19.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, cool.
Oh, that.
I'm not going to be much use to heal if I'm fucking dead.
It's only 3 damage.
Ah, okay.
So again, he's sort of, as he's launched
Fucking dead.
over this railing, he's sort of stumbling a little bit, and as he goes to throw his cudgel at you, he sort of hits your shin. It's more of like sort of moment rather than an actual like really ouchy pain moment. And towards Malikos.
Before you roll, I'd like to use a reaction on myself, shield.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Do it after you find the hit.
Well,
You
like,
can actually do it after he's rolled.
Yeah. You can do it.
Alright.
You can do it after I've rolled, but
Okay, that seems OP as, but okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so you're not wasting a spell.
Go to gank me.
so that is only a 11.
Yeah, good thing you guys told me that. Yeah.
11 doesn't hit. Okay, so again, this guy's more just face planted after hitting the railing. You've kind of assumed that these guys are actually pretty drunk. They've probably been here for the better half of the day, and it's around midday at the moment. They're pretty sozzled. They've been day drinking. We all know how that's like.
Saw it 2 weekends ago.
Yeah. So with that, back to the top of the table, we are with Grey.
So obviously.
I thought he stubbed his toe.
Grace, like, just he kind of steadies himself back up and
Shoots more acid.
Yes.
Can't get it off. Get it off.
Finish it.
If we just pick on one, just take them out from that one.
Straight up.
actually, I think. Fuck. Sorry. I'll.
Fucking will be in a minute.
I'll entangle them.
Entangle?
Yeah.
What's the radius on that?
Entangle is
Careful,
20
'cause
feet.
of the dice.
20 feet radius. You'll be able to capture pretty much everyone in that. Is it only targeted enemies?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
only gonna capture the enemies.
Okay.
Really?
What do I need to roll? What saving throw do I need to roll?
Okay, so sorry, I'm not really good. So its attack save is STR 11.
It's strength 11. Okay. Cool. So the guy who's run up in front of you, who attacked you last session. Oh, sorry, last turn, last session.
Took him like
He's gonna roll a 17. The guy who's run up to Malikos is going to roll a nat 20.
Yo.
And the guy running up to Sebastian will roll a 10. So he becomes entangled.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Can I move away a little bit?
Yeah, of course you can. How far would you like to run away?
I want to get the two tieflings in between me and the attackers.
Okay, yep. So I'd say
you use them as shields.
You've probably moved back about 10 foot.
Yeah, sweet.
This is bullshit.
He's just fucked his up.
None the rest leaves.
Well, seeing, okay, so Grey is hooded, and seeing as he was really expecting it to work, since it fucking failed for the two that were closest to him, he decides to turn around and be a little sneaky and
Okay, so as you're moving
behind the two.
as you're moving away, a attack of opportunity will be made against you.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
So the first attack will. Oh, sorry. This attack will be. That's not going to hit. It's only a 7.
Kind of close. To keep it real.
Oh.
So soon.
All right, and so with that, Jack.
Cool. So I want to go to the guy that that's attacked me. Okay, or at least trying his best. Pull my dagger off my hip and just go straight for his neck. I just want to go straight kill shot into his neck. So I'm going to roll 13.
13 does not hit, unfortunately. Just misses.
Just missed these nuts. And then I'll just go. So I'll swoosh past him and just stare him directly in the eye. Well, what do we do now?
do we kiss?
Yep.
He missed. I missed. I get down.
I'm wondering how I got here.
So next we have Sebastian.
Okay, so he's just clocked me in the left hand, and he's become entangled, and I've seen what Larry can do with his rage, and I'm trying to imitate it. I'm angry, but I obviously can't rage. And you fucking piece of shit! And I just swing back with my rapier straight
Okay.
for his neck.
Roll an attack with advantage because he is restrained.
Oh, I don't mind if I do. 23.
23 is definitely a hit. Roll your
That was my
damage.
first roll.
Ah,
Nice.
The second one was 11.
okay, yeah. Okay, so you hit
7 damage.
7 damage. All right. So as you bring your rapier back around, you whip it across, and it sort of cuts across his neck, almost skimming his throat. As he sort of grabs his neck, a little bit of blood starts coming out, but it's not profusely bleeding. Is that for your turn?
Can I go back a few steps?
Yes, you can. I
Yeah.
believe if he is restrained... Can he still... Mitchum, you're our rules lawyer. Can he still make an attack of opportunity? If he's restrained? All it says is restrained creatures' speed becomes 0 and cannot benefit from any speed bonus. Attack rolls have advantage against the creature, and the creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So I would assume that it does still get an attack of opportunity. If it's within...
Yes.
If it's within
It
range.
just has disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is insane.
So it will...
Okay, well, I'm gonna risk it. So after I've done my slice, I'm gonna do a sneaky roll backwards.
Yep.
But enough of a roll backwards so I can get behind Malikos.
So that is only a 11.
No, that doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit? Okay, so as you roll backwards, he sort of swings his cudgel above and sort of almost Matrix Neo dodges it.
Yeah.
To their turn, he's going to try and attempt to break out. Oh. So he rolls a 12. So he successfully breaks the entangled roots, and he's going to sprint forwards and try and collect you up again.
Oh, piece of shit. Fuck this boy up.
He's got a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. He's going to roll 5 damage.
Again, this can't.
He's hit you on the exact same spot that he hit you before, and just like 2 good punches to the arm, your arm actually starts to feel a little bit dead. It's almost hanging limply to your side now.
I feel almost dead.
You feel like the bone could almost be at breaking point. The guy that was fighting Grey, he's gonna sprint up and try and attack you again.
Me?
Yep.
Ah, for fuck's sakes.
He's gonna roll a 22.
Oh,
What is this?
fucking kidding me.
What is this?
And he's gonna roll 7 damage.
Wow. If anyone goes down, fucking.
And last but not least, Malikos. Your guy's gonna attempt, after sort of, you're almost catching each other's hands at the moment. You're not missing each other so much as really well defending each other's personal space.
That makes me feel better.
He's gonna roll. He's gonna roll a natural 20.
Fuck.
Now, as a no, I'm kidding.
And that is 14 damage.
That's chump change, bro. I ain't even down yet. What is
Good
it?
night. Wait, really?
Nah, bro.
Chump change. Bro, what?
It ain't chump change. I'm a keep. Oh, no, I'm not down. I'm built different.
For those who are listening, does anyone? Do you three just want to quickly go over how much your max hit points are, just so we know how much this damage actually means to you?
I was on 17, which is my max.
Oh, fuck.
Now I'm on 3.
15, and I'm on 5.
Chump change in the ass, it's like 90%.
Yeah. Chump
I'm
change.
15, and I'm down to 6.
Oh, all right. So for Malikos, that smack actually went straight across your head. You're feeling a little bit dizzy with this one. So with that, back to the top of the table, Grey. What would you like to do?
So, fuck. Bang! I'm on the ground, just got whacked over the fucking head with a fucking big boy baton, and without realizing it, Grey kind of starts shaking, if not. You could just see his face is pure, well, if his hood is lifted off, and his face has just gone red, and he's starting to shake. Fur starts to grow over his back, and as his nose extends and he grows 10 times his size, he turns into a bear.
Now.
Oh.
You decide to do this now.
Okay, excuse me, out of character, that's 18-year-old just got this power to turn into animals. He doesn't quite know how to use it just
Honestly,
yet.
that's all I would be doing now, and I'm not 18 anymore. If I figured
That's
out,
because you're a furry, Daniel.
Okay. Expose me like that.
Exposed.
So,
I've got my time.
Cut out.
sorry, he does a roar of anger, and he stands up on his hind legs as a bear and goes to take a swipe at the guy that just had attacked him.
Okay. I'm gonna say do it with advantage, just because he was not expecting that, and he is equally as terrified.
How many times can a bear hit? Because if you can fucking take him out and take the next guy, I would bust a load right here.
Many as it fucking wants.
Sorry, I'm not. I actually am a little unprepared for this, as I do not have the bear.
I'll pull it up. Don't worry.
The bear attack, like
What type of bear is it? Brown bear, black
a
bear.
brown bear that
Yogi.
he'd seen, like he would come across in his forest.
Okay, so you
Fuck yeah, you can.
So you now have an armor class of 11, hit points of 34. Your strength is 19, which is a +4. you take a multi-attack, so you can attack twice, one with the bite and one with the claws. Your bite is a +6 to hit, and it is a 1d8 +4 damage, and your claws is a +6 to hit with a 2d6 +4 damage.
So I'll claw the first guy that attacked me,
Okay, so that's roll a hit.
and then sorry.
See if he's still standing.
I'm gonna need you to run that back. 35 hit points. So does he just go back up to that?
So when you transform into a creature, you take on all of their characteristics. Just remember as well, for the purpose of role playing, Justin, your intelligence is 2, so you're a fucking idiot.
So if he transforms into a bear, do I not have to just ride him because he's not smart?
Technically,
Does he recognize like party members?
yeah. So he's still grey for all intents and purposes. He's still grey, but he's just a really dumb version of grey.
Okay.
Well,
DM.
sorry,
He actually retains his alignment, personality, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
Never mind then.
Tell a lie.
I tell
that-
lies.
Is that because of my circle, or is that just
You're a
specific?
fucking
That's
bear.
just wild shape ability.
Yeah, it's because it's
okay.
turning into a brown bear, not you are a brown bear.
Yeah.
Am I more thinking of polymorph? Is that the difference?
No, you're
Yeah.
thinking of the creature.
Ah,
You're thinking
okay.
of, like, if he was actually
Regardless. Alright. So roll your hit.
Yeah, sorry. So that was 17 for the swipe of the.
The claw, yep, so make 2d...
Sorry, my roll was the 17 itself. I'm sorry.
Oh, right, yeah. That's right, it hits, so 2d6 +4 damage.
2d6. Yeah, fuck you, Charlie.
Who's the milk?
What?
What? That's Shana. Shh.
That's my housemate. I got chili.
So that's 7.
7.
2d. Yeah.
Is that +4 damage?
Yeah, so that, no, so you'd add the 4 onto the
So
7. sorry.
11 damage in total. So as you've turned into this massive brown bear, your claws, these massive sharp nail claws coming out of these big furry paws, as you swipe across this red brand's belly, and it opens up, entrails and intestines spilling everywhere, blood spilling out all over the ground as he's effectively torn in half, lying on the ground at a very unnatural angle, and is dead.
Inside out. That's a very unnatural.
And then I will run over to the other guy that's hit Sebastian and try and bite him.
Okay, make a hit. No advantage this time.
Fuck him up.
Okay. 17 plus whatever.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Yes. Yeah.
Where's this bear been?
And I grab him like on the shoulder because I grab him on the shoulder because I'm still quite tall, even
Yep.
on all fours when I'm running to him.
Yep.
And I start shaking him all about.
So roll 1d8 +4 damage.
Good. Okey.
And I shake it all about. Exactly. That's 7 plus 4 again, so 11.
Holy shit. Alright. So, you've just clawed this guy basically in half. You go down on all fours, run over to where Sebastian is arm in arm conflict with this red brand. As you stand back up onto your back 2 feet, you grab this guy with your paws and bring him towards you. You pull your maw down and you bite across his shoulder blade with your teeth sinking into his core as you kind of rip backwards, ripping his arm and his chest apart as his body effectively explodes into a mass of gore and blood, falling down without even so much as a yell, and is also dead.
Huh.
Was that everyone?
So there is... So the last guy is...
Rethinking his action.
who is attacking Malikos. he is going to basically scream, all intents and purposes, combat is now over. He is going to bolt. Malikos, would you like to make a roll, please, for attack of opportunity?
I don't really want to attack him. I want to
knock him out. Okay.
Oh no, I want to grapple him.
You want to grapple him? Okay. So make
So I still need to roll.
make a strength check, I believe.
Yeah.
And I will roll an opposing strength check.
Dirty 20.
Ugh,
Oh, nice.
A dirty 20.
Yes.
Okay.
I hate it. It's never gonna grow on me.
Oh, that is a 16.
Rolling you quicker than that moustache.
Oh my god.
So that is a
Children,
6.
baby.
He rolls a 16. So as he's sort of just screamed, a very high-pitched squeal actually, he turns to bolt. And as he turns to bolt, you sort of trip him up. You tap his ankle across his foot as he slides onto the ground and you jump on top of him. What would you like to do?
I would instantly like to throw him on his stomach, or if he's already on his stomach, that would make sense. I'd like to instantly grab his arms behind his back, wrap my rope up, literally hog tie him from his wrists, get his ankles, bloody, just get on him, man. Just,
While you're doing that, he starts saying, "I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Please don't fucking hurt me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
I swear to God. Shush! Just shut up, man. Just shut up, and it was sweet. Shut up.
I'm gonna knock him out.
Okay. Roll a.
No. Okay, sorry. If you had something to say.
No, you can knock him out.
Okay, cool.
It's role play. It's fuck it. You said it first.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not. Don't even roll for it. You successfully knock him out. When he gets knocked out, you can notice a strange yellow liquid start pouring out of his pants where his genitals are.
Not dibs. I didn't.
I'm going to pull out the sack out of my backpack. Yeah, I'm gonna pull my dick out. I put the sack over his head. Okay, we need to get the fuck out of here right now before more come. And Gray, what the fuck? You're a bear now? Oh shit!
He looks over you. At you.
This bear is covered in blood. Its thick hair is matted in blood.
Yeah, I thought wolves were bad. I'm gonna obviously. Okay, man. You do you. You take 10. We're just gonna go.
After calming down a bit, taking out his frustrations and his anger, the normal Gray starts to seep back into reality. After he had looked over and kind of growled at you, he kind of gestures his head to his back as he's standing on all fours.
Hey, man.
I can't speak to you.
Okay. I'm gonna lift up the red brand over my shoulder.
You deal with that. It's gonna take him.
With that, we're going to cut scene. We're going to go to Salaufane. So Salaufane, during this time that all this has been happening, you've been you're more conscious. You're sitting in the tavern, sort of been discussing with Sildar where the whereabouts of the Rockseekers may be. Start talking about sort of the whole mission, what could be happening. You start to hear a very large commotion start outside. You can see people start to run. People start screaming. You can't really hear the clash of any battles, but you are alerted to something abnormal happening outside.
Yeah, well, that definitely requires some attention and a drink. Hey, barkeep, another ale, please. About to go.
Toblin's sort of standing at the window, looking outside. He says, "Yeah, of course." And he sort of runs over, grabs you a mug, gets you some more ale. He doesn't even ask you for payment this time. He looks straight out the window. He sort of seems a little bit more worried. He looks very nervous. He starts sweating a little bit.
So what I do is I scull the ale, put the mug down, and then I walk outside, grabbing my my katana on the way out.
Okay.
Or my longsword.
Cool.
I walk out. What do I see?
So as you walk out, you can see a couple of people sort of rushing. Again, there's not a hell of a lot of people around, but you can see a few people rushing. A woman in a white robe starts walking past you. She, I don't think you talked to her. It was Gray that was talking to her. She was the lady who was over at the Shrine of Luck. She started to move over. Everyone's sort of moving to the western of the village. You can see a man who is wearing a little bit finer clothes. He's walking over there. As you look down the road, roll a perception check.
Yeah, 2 seconds, just letting the dog out.
Roger.
Sorry, guys, real life stream.
Yeah.
Sorry, can we have the... Sorry, could you quickly do some little drawings on the map here? Maybe
I can't
to
do
get
drawings.
an idea.
Can't do drawings on the... Oh, yes, I can do drawings on the map.
Yeah, just do
You've
it.
got Crider open. Hey, DM, just a technical question.
Yes.
I take it it's daytime, yeah?
Yeah, it's about 12:30, 1 o'clock.
12:30, 1 o'clock. Okay, so as long as I don't look up, I don't have disadvantage on a perception check.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Not that it matters too much. I rolled an 11.
Okay, with an 11, you can start to see a little bit of a crowd happening. You can see probably around... How far is that? Nearly 200 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, nearly about 200 feet away, you can see a bit more of a crowded gathering. As you are standing there sort of peeking up and around, Sildar comes up next to you and says, "What do you think's happening?"
Yeah, not too sure. It looks like some sort of commotion.
Do you
You
think...
want to check it out?
I think that's where it's... I think that's the Sleeping Giant Tap House, isn't it? Isn't that...
I honestly couldn't tell you.
With that, we do have Gimrod. Gimrod, you have now walked up from the Miners' Exchange, and you reach Sildar and Salathane alone.
Yeah, so do I hear the bear roar?
No, you haven't heard anything. You've sort of walked up from the Miners' Exchange. You're walking back to the tavern. Who you thought you were walking with Gildish, but it's not until now that you look behind you and Gildish is not there. You've spotted Salathane and Sildar sort of also in the green of the area, also facing the direction that everyone seems to be moving towards.
Can you mark that on the map?
Yep, so you're about here.
Yeah.
And all the commotion is about...
About here.
Okay. So I see people screaming and running away and shit.
And they're not screaming and running away. There were a couple of screams, but they're actually moving towards the area.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna walk up to Larry and Sildar and not even stop. I'm just gonna go check that out and just keep going along
I need a hero.
to see where.
Well, I guess we're following. Yeah, righto. Come on, Sildar.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have my hand on hatchet ready in case too.
So as you start walking up, you sort of see between the throng of people who are moving in and out, you can hear some gasps, you can hear some
Actually, would I
hear
be
some
able
screams.
to see over the people because I'm 6'7"? So would I just be able to look over and see over?
You'll see the picture before the other two, but again, there's so many people moving around, walking around, you can't really see exactly what's happening. You can, however, when you're about 100 feet out, you can see what looks like to be a massive bear. You can also see two tieflings, one tiefling of which has a figure strapped across his back. And you can see blood and gore everywhere. There are bits of people there. There are bits of people here. There's blood going everywhere. It's sunken into the dirt and started making this reddy brown blood mulch.
So I see Malikos hoisting the body on.
Yeah, you can see. So you can see Malikos with. Malikos, the body's across your shoulder, or are you putting it onto the bear?
Yeah.
So the body's on Malikos' shoulder.
I'd like to make it clear that I look like that corny cartoon thing, black and white rubber with the like bag over it, and I'm doing the little like walk dance on this. It's spy versus spy looking thing. That's like how I'm taking him.
Malicos!
Amscray, and I sprint away. I'm sprinting into the forest.
Into
where
the
outside is.
I'm going for him. I just want to know what happened.
Yeah, I take chase.
That's what I
take
thought.
chase after.
Great! Stop! You're a fucking bear. Go somewhere. Go hide behind a bush. Clean yourself up. You're gonna freak some people out.
So instead of running after Malicos, I duck in between the two buildings and start running along the edge towards east.
Sebastian! Take care of that bear!
No, you see what the thing can do?
Who's
all, like, sorry, bro.
who's running off to the forest?
Me.
Okay.
I'm chasing because I don't know Gray's the bear, so I thought someone's like getting hurt or something. That's why I'm telling Sebastian to go chase after and fucking hunt
Okay.
him
Chase
down.
no fucking bear. I'm gonna follow Malicos.
Save my ass. Let's go. Get this.
Clear the fucking way.
Malicos, are you running down the road to east?
Yeah. So from where we were,
Yeah, which is the Y.
I want to go sort of like southeast, like behind those two little houses,
Okay.
Oh,
and then like,
okay.
into that like bush clearing, whatever it is.
Okay.
And probably aim
Around
for
here?
that. Yeah, that's where I'm like aiming for. Right
Okay.
now. I'm like
Yeah,
booking,
sweet.
trying to duck and weave, get away from.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aiming for north of them on the other side of the road. In the
Okay.
grass.
Like there?
Like behind the houses, sorry.
Oh, behind the houses, Roger. Like there.
North. North across the road behind the
Up
houses.
there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, we got there.
Okay.
Okay,
So.
I don't know.
Okay, so we've got the bear going north. We've got Malicos going south behind the trees. Anyone else chasing?
Sebastian's following Malicos.
Sebastian's following Malicos. Selathane?
Honestly, I'm probably gonna follow the bear.
Okay. And Gimrod?
Oh, I'm going after Malicos.
Okay.
Booking.
So, from the townspeople's perspective, a few people have sort of caught on. They've screamed out. People are starting to come to this commotion at the very last second when they've seen. They never saw the transformation of the bear, but they did see a bear. And again, this only happened in about 3 or 4 rounds of combat, so that's only about 30 to 40 seconds. This happened very, very quickly. All of a sudden, there was a little bit of an argument on the street. 40 seconds later, there are 3 bodies that have been absolutely torn apart. A bear and maybe, 4 or 5 other people sprinting off from this devastating scene.
So fucked up.
The bears were like, what the fuck do I do?
DM, just to clarify, I didn't sprint straight away. I'm gonna follow the bear.
You're going to walk?
Yes, because
Okay.
I also want to see what happened.
Okay. So as you walk past, you do see, obviously, the aforementioned scene. There seems to be, I did tell you before, a figure that looks like he's wearing a little bit finer cloak, finer cut silks. He sort of walks up. He's a bit of a balding man. He's got a very thin patch of hair that he's almost combing over to try and hide the fact that he might actually be bald. He's got a bit of stubble around his chin and what looks to be grease, maybe from a meal that he's just been interrupted in eating. He's a bit of a weightier guy, he's got big old sweat patches underneath his armpits, and he's sort of huffing and puffing as he gets to this area, and he looks around. He says, fuck. Fuck. What happened here? What happened?" And
I was hoping you could tell me.
he sort of looks towards you and says, "Do you have any idea? Oh, these are the red brands. Oh, we are fucked. We are fucked. We are fucked. We are fucked." And he starts sort of pacing up and down, holding his head, not too sure what to do. The other townsfolk are whispering to each other. one person sort of goes off to the side and starts vomiting. However, there doesn't seem to be a lot of talk around of people against what's happened. There are more praises. You hear the odd whisper of, "Oh, thank goodness it's finally happened. Thank goodness the Red Brands are finally dealt with." But this man sort of looks like he's pacing up and down. He looks very stressed.
That's exactly who I'll approach.
Okay.
And I'd like to say, hey, who are these people, or who were these people? I should say.
These are the Red Brands. I know they've been dealing a little bit of trouble, but if we've killed them, then they're gonna retaliate. The townspeople can't take any more.
Right. Okay. So they're bad news. Yeah.
Yes, they're bad news, but we haven't dealt with them because they were gonna. I'm fearing that they're gonna do more. They've already been terrorizing the town. They've been maybe stealing people. We're not too sure, but I didn't want this to happen. He sort of starts to break down. He goes to his knees a little bit.
Right. Okay. Good sir. Do you happen to know how many more there would be?
I wouldn't have a clue. There could be hundreds.
Okay. And where would they come from if they wanted to retaliate? Like, are they all around the town? Do they have a hideout? Like, what's their MO?
They come in and out of the town, but I couldn't tell you whereabouts their base is, to be honest with you.
Right. Okay. Well, tell you what. For a small fee of say 5 gold, I will help protect the townspeople should they retaliate. Because the townspeople don't look like they're at fault. Because we saw people run off, right?
If you can guarantee me the safety of this town, I can give you 5 gold to be sure, but not until it's been dealt with. I'm not prepaying.
No, that's fine. I respect that. I just wanted to quickly clarify that. I think we had a bit of a miscommunication. I said I would help defend the town. I can't guarantee the safety of everyone. I'm one drow, but I will help.
Very well. I thank you. I thank you. He sort of starts. He sort of grabs your hand and he kisses it. And he says, "Thank you, dear drow. Your kindness will be forever known." And he's sort of clinging on. His hands are very clammy. He's clinging on a little bit harder than you'd like.
I would like to jerk my hand away and shake it.
Yo.
Alright, and before we kick on to the next phase where we join up with our grizzly bear friend and his accomplices, we will take our quick 10-minute break, and we're just over the halfway mark now. We've got about an hour left. So yeah, we'll take a quick 10-minute break. I will come back after about 6 minutes, and we will have a bit of a talk for anyone who's interested in having some questions or discussing what's just happened. So yeah, quick 10-minute break, have a drink, have a rest, and we'll get started soon.
Wait, how many minute break?
10.
Okay, cool. Just clarifying.
Alright, cool. See you in a sec.
Peace. Are we off stream?
I think we've decided it's Circle of the Moon, right?
Yeah,
Circle of the Moon.
that is
Yeah,
very, very
okay.
safe. And
Yeah.
you get to have a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah.
That's right. It's what it is.
Labeled the most OP druid.
I'm just not going to be able to heal anyone anymore because I have not assigned any healing spells.
That's all right. You guys
It's
don't
going to be
need no
mainly
healing.
attacking. Ugh, this is going to be dodgy.
So everyone who is still watching the stream, thank you very much for your continued support. We are almost done. We've probably got about 45, 50 minutes left of the session. And that'll be it for the episode. If you got any questions or queries, now is your time to ask them. We've got about 3-4 minutes until we get started back again. So if you have anything, send it through. We'll try and answer them. If not, we'll just talk shit for a few more minutes.
Is that Danielle who's like surprised you don't have a Great Northern in hand?
Yeah. Yep. I don't know if she's still watching or if my brothers are
If
still
you
watching.
are, hey Danielle.
We had 25 viewers after that raid for a good time there too.
Oh, true. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We hit 29 at one point, I think, or 27, one or the other.
That's good.
I was like, yo!
Cool.
If anyone who is watching, make sure you go over to our Nothing But 20's Twitter for any news or information that you might miss out on. We post pretty regularly when new episodes are updated or when we're filming or any different news and interesting stuff over there. Also, myself, Charlie, and Justin, we all stream personally as well. This is my main streaming channel. We will make a new streaming channel for the Nothing But 20's only. But you can follow me here if you like hanging out, that sort of stuff. Charlie and Justin, do you want to give a shout out to your...
Yo, everyone, Peebo_official on YouTube. Gaming content, fucking streams, it's everything, mate. It's all you want. Go check it out.
And Spicy Yeet or Charlie's just chucked his in the chat.
So,
Yeah, can I just do a shout out for my channel?
Nah, you're alright.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't give a shit, Daniel.
I don't have one. That was my joke. But
we know.
That's why we don't give a shit.
Question, Gimrod and Gray. Do you guys like? I don't know how fucking Twitch works. I'm pretty like fucking beta with it. But do you guys like host? Are you hosting this stream? Oh man, see, motherfucker's already on it.
Yeah, I'm not hosting it because I've moved over to YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Can you host on YouTube?
I don't think you
No.
can. No. Because
Sorry, this is
my
gonna show
Twitch
my
is dead.
ignorance.
Don't worry about my Twitch anymore. So I'm just focusing all on creating content for my YouTube.
So, like, what do you mean by host?
So it's basically if they click onto Charlie's channel, he will be showing this, even though this isn't his obviously channel. So this is being I'm streaming this.
I just added you.
I'm streaming this to my channel, but
Bro.
What?
all right, we got 10 seconds left until we start the session.
I
I'll
got
restart the session.
the most immaculate plan to get away from Charlie. Okay.
Why are you trying to get away from me?
Yeah.
I'm not
I
gonna
know
do
you're trying to kill
anything.
me.
I'm not! The hatchet's
100%.
gone now. I'm just chasing after you.
100% have to get in the bush.
All right, going back into the session. So we have.
Oh, wait.
Yo,
Sorry, is Sebastian with Malakos running, or is Sebastian running behind Malakos with me?
Like, I would say I'd be with Malakos, but like also freaking out, like, why the fuck is there a bear?
Okay. Alright, that clears that. Alright.
Yeah, so we'll go north first. We've got Gray and Charles.
No one.
No, just
No.
you. Okay, so
Yeah, because Salalfane's with the onlookers.
so Lafane, you're moving up to Gray after you've done that.
Yes, because animals interest me. Not
Okay.
sexually.
We'll get called out.
We'll get it
So-
next time, boys.
We've been caught in 4K.
What happens is Gray is running because he's realized what he's fucking done, and he just knew he needed to leave.
Okay.
As he's galloping away out the back into the grasses, like plains, I'd say, out the back of those houses, he trips and falls and starts morphing, shrinking down. All you see is fur and blood, and he shrinks down, and all you see is he lays there as in the fields, kind of panting with his hood down, but absolutely covered in blood.
Do your clothes rip open like the Hulk would? Or is it-
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happens there. I
The-
thought I still keep my clothes.
Yeah, it's not really like a physical change, more of a magical change. So your items and your clothing morph into what you're morphing into.
Roger.
My sword is part of my spine.
And Salathane, you're walking up, and you've sort of seen this bear creature start morphing back into what looks to be your teammate and comrade, Gray.
Whoa. I slowly approach.
Just staring at the
Hey,
sky. He
You,
lifts up his head,
you-
looks over. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Mitchum?
Say something? Sorry?
Mitchum froze.
Yeah.
Yeah, he,
Sorry.
Did I cut out?
you,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, you froze and you were
thought he-
staring at the camera.
I was genuinely stunned.
Alright,
Alright, yeah, we're good.
am I back? Alright, so I approach Gray slowly. And do I recognize him as Gray in this lighting?
You do, but there is actually quite a lot of blood. It looks like the front of his face and the whole front of his tunic seem to be absolutely covered, drenched in blood.
Wow, that is a very attractive look you got going.
Yeah. Anything right now.
Gray's,
Oh my God.
Gray's in shock.
Right. Why do we have tavern music in the background?
It's meant to be just
Like we're in a
general.
market.
It's meant to be just general background music.
You can still hear the people back at the place crowded around, so this is what you hear there. So just go with it.
There are sort of people.
Gotcha.
There are villagers sort of moving not towards you, but they are sort of starting to peek behind houses. You know, they've seen this brown bear head off, but they didn't see you morph back into a person. All they see is you two sort of standing a little bit out in the field. Going back down. Oh, yep, Mitchum.
I was gonna say, hey Gray, you might want to clean yourself up before we head back into town. Yeah, you look like shit.
I feel like shit. Oh, that was weird. And
Yeah, no kidding. You just came out of a. What were you? The bear?
Yeah, I was the bear. I think it's the first time I've ever used. I knew I could. Oh, I knew I could wild shape. My mentor would tell me. But I never knew it was like this. As he says this, he kind of rolls over onto his front and tries lifting himself up. Very unsteady on his legs, using his staff that just kind of, I don't know, it was just there apparently.
Sort of just appears out of thin air.
Yeah, it appears out of thin air, and he starts kind of hobbling over to Salalfe. And says, yeah, sorry, go on.
No, you go first.
And he says, yeah, I could definitely use a river or something to wash myself off.
Here's a river.
That's a lot of blood. As if seeing it for the first time. Is there a river?
Salalfane just gives Gray a really... Oh, sorry. Salalfane just gives Gray a really appraising look and then leads him to wherever the water would be in this area.
So there's no water immediately around you. There is a well in the center of town, but there's no streams that run through this area.
Go for a dip in the community water.
Alright, well, I lead him back to the tavern, I guess.
Okay.
They'd have a washroom or something in the tavern. Or
And
something.
Would they?
Like a garden hose.
yeah. So cutting over down south, where we have Malikos, Sebastian, and Gimrod. What would you guys like to do?
So, while I'm here, that red X that you did before, just so, like, on the map, are you able to just so I can, like, understand where I am, try and figure this stuff out? Oh, sweet, that works. Cool. So obviously to the right of that red dot is probably, like, a ledge of some
Oh, good on you.
I kind of want to run adjacent to that, so adjacent south, so kind of cut my direction. And so, Sebastian, you're like, what, with me, half of the...
With you, right behind you.
Cool. Alright. Can I take a quick glance behind me? How far is Gimrod away?
He's probably a good 20, 30 feet.
Cool. Alright, so I am going to, while running, shout in Infernal, so that Sebastian understands, cut a left, because if we're flipped down, cut a left into the forest. I want to say that Infernal.
Okay.
I want to say cut a left into the forest on my signal.
Like here?
Yeah, like, but I want to go into that forest.
Okay.
So, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want me to stop him? Obviously. in
On
front of
my
him.
signal.
Okay, following.
Alright. And I would like to drop Fog Cloud.
Okay.
20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point in range.
Yep.
Spreads around corners, and the area becomes heavily obscured.
Okay.
I want to pop that, like, just behind me, and then literally, from going south, boot it, like, book it into the freaking forest.
Okay.
Can I do the cut as well, but cast Thaumaturgy to make it look like running and panting is still going in the same direction where he would think we're going?
Like down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the smokes pop, and I'm like, oh shit, I see what he's doing. I pop my cut, Thaumaturgy at that point, heading that way. It's just like footsteps and panting, that's all he is.
Alright.
Okay, well, if I'm right behind them, I'm screaming at them, asking them to stop, right? I see them pop these smokes, yeah?
Smoke out!
So they're popping smokes. I immediately stop in my tracks and I growl a little bit, you know? I'm fucking annoyed. I just want to know what happened. I'm just growling. I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
Look,
This bitch. This bitch.
we can't let Dad find out.
How about you sense these nuts, man?
So do they know they don't know I'm using Divine Sense. So I know exactly where they would be if they are in a 60-foot radius.
I'm gonna run 61 feet.
Fuck.
I just want to pretend I'm still looking around the forest, you know, screaming out their names, looking for them, but I'm like heading straight towards them.
Okay. So, at this point...
So you use Divine Sense, right?
Yeah.
So that... Oh gosh, look at that. Look at that thing.
Oh,
Look at that thing.
Inception, guys.
I don't
damn,
like
that's
that.
cool. I need that shit.
So
Dream didn't see that, so it's very good.
Oh, wait, yeah. hold on.
Now they did, sorry.
Malikos and Sebastian, what are your alignments?
Chaotic. Good, I believe.
Neutral evil.
Neutral evil. Okay, so you can sense Malicos. You can sense Malicos.
Both of them. I can detect good and evil.
Yeah, but Sebastian's not good nor evil.
Oh, okay. So I can see Malik.
He just said he was neutral evil.
Neutral evil.
Oh, sorry, neutral evil. So yeah,
evil.
you can sense a good and an evil presence sprinting off into the trees.
Yeah, I'm going for them.
Okay.
And then the third red brain, fucking whatever he is. All right, cool.
He's unconscious. Does that count?
Oh yeah, I guess it would.
Alright,
Let's see.
cool.
Is he bad? Is he good? We don't know.
I can tell you in a second.
Well, if
yes.
I've sent him as well,
Yep.
if I've sent the red cloak as well, I'm just going to stop chasing him and go back.
Okay.
So they can still be running away from me. I don't care, but I'm going back.
This mental.
Wow. That's
It worked. Yeah. Woo!
That's
Sort of my sense. In the
It only
trees.
worked because that concluded my fucking. That was all I was chasing you for.
Yeah. He just wants to know what happened. And these tieflings are sprinting.
It's his fucking house.
All right.
So I say we like post them up on a tree and just fucking interrogate
Oh, yeah.
them.
Yeah, so let's go like maybe 2 or 3 rows in so we can't really see the town and no one can see us.
Yep.
Rest
Shit,
them up on
okay.
a tree.
Did you say you tied him up?
Yeah, I straight hog tied him.
Yeah, okay. I want to help you like loosen those ties and then to tie him to the tree.
At least let his legs go. I feel like he's mad cramping up still.
Well, boy.
Like, I'm chaotic, but like, you know, I'm not a dick.
Yeah. Asshole. I couldn't give a shit.
Okay. So we tie him to a tree. I want to rip his rag off and give the most like big slap in the face to try and wake him up.
I want to pick the sack up for future.
It's like the medieval like clear, and you just give him a big whack in the face.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, he sort of like takes a second and he sort of wakes up. His eyes look very dim. He sort of looks towards you. He doesn't say anything though.
Where is it? Where is it?
Where's Martha?
Where's glass stuff? That's like the only thing I know. So I'm
He-
just gonna ask him that.
He looks at you and he says, I'll tell you anything. Glass stuff? Yeah, glass stuff's our boss.
Yeah, figured that out.
Oh, sh-
He's in our hideout.
Where's the hideout?
Go on.
It's at Tresendor Manor.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. Seriously, that's really all we needed. We didn't
Yeah.
have to bring up this bed.
Can you point it out on my map?
Uh,
And then I go all nice, like, yeah, sorry, bro. Just like,
pulls out said map. Yeah, so Tresendor Manor is up here.
Ooh,
Oh.
we could have figured that out, to be honest, but yeah, whatever.
Huh, makes sense. It's close to their hideout. Oh, fair
All right, sick. All right, bro. That's all we need.
Let him go. Like,
I don't know, Sebastian. What do you think we should do with him?
I mean, I would like an apology. We were nothing but nice to him until they became dicks, I guess.
Apologize.
Yeah, fuck you, Pancake. Sorry. Ah, shit.
Welcome back, Pancake. Yeah. What's your name, little red brain?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Cringe.
it's a dick name. Every dick is named Jackson. Sorry.
We apologize. We apologize to all the Jacksons that are watching the stream. That is the
Oh, no,
views
no,
of. That is the
It's all
views.
D&D universe.
I know you're dicks.
Oh, sorry.
You're all dicks.
The views of Justin do not reflect the views of this company. Okay, so so anything else like you'd like to ask Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson. Well, I understand you've had a bit to drink, but the way that you treat people is just not on. So I'm gonna need your clothes.
Turning into the Simpsons movie, bro.
What? My
I look
clothes?
surprised, but
Yeah, like I need your clothes, and I don't want to have to ask again.
Sure, whatever you want, whatever you need. He can't really undo himself, but he tries to struggle with his tied up against this tree. He tries to struggle out of his clothes.
I'm gonna need him pretty quick.
He's getting in trouble because he can't get his pants around his boots, and he's looking really confused now.
I pull out my rapier. Look, man, I'm asking you. Seriously, can I have those clothes?
He just starts.
He doesn't even use his hands.
He starts breaking down in tears as he's trying to like frantically get out of his clothes.
I'm sorry.
Look, man, look, I'm not an asshole. Dan, you're drunk. We pissed you off. You had like an ego to stand up for. I cut the ropes so you can take the clothes off. Look, do you know who I am?
I'm sorry, Mister. I'm sorry, I don't. He is now standing there stark naked.
Name's Gimrod.
The name's Gimrod.
Fuck's sake.
Thank you for the clothes. What I'm going to get you to do though is here is a point in your life. If you go back to the Sleeping Giant Tap House, I will kill you.
I won't, good sir.
I would like you to leave town. You know what? I'm not even going to give you a chance to get some clothes. You were an asshole. I would like you to leave town now.
He just doesn't even look at anyone. He just bolts. He bolts back into town.
Into town. I've got to assume he's going to leave town, right? Surely.
I mean, look, I feel like he's just gonna get clothes at this point.
Does he run?
The first thing I would do is boots.
Are you walking or running back to town?
I'm just walking.
You're walking. After about 4 or 5 minutes after you started walking back to town, you do see a stark naked man run straight past you.
Hey!
He doesn't look towards your direction. He just bolts.
I'm chasing after him.
Why?
And
that tail.
Malachus and Sebastian, what would you like to do?
I pick up his clothes, I put them in the bag, and I guess you want to head back to town?
Yeah, man, we're gonna be in so much trouble.
I would love to lie down and chill out. I need to speak with Gray. I'm hurting so much.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright, let's bet.
Okay. So, and where are we at with Salaufane and Grey?
We were making our way back to the tavern, right?
Okay.
Yeah, to get Gray cleaned up using I assume there's like some sort of wash basin or like a bucket full of cold water. Even a horse's trough will do at this point.
Toblin is able to provide you with a bucket of water.
Sweet.
Yeah.
He doesn't really say much. He sort of looks at all the blood and just gives you a rag as well. As you are walking back into the tavern to clean up, you do see Sildar. He's come up to you and he goes up to you, Salaufane, and he says, "Hey, what happened? What was that all about?"
All right, so basically, it looks like some of our companions, and I say ours because you were with us when we left. Well, when we got you out of Cragmore, or whatever that place was called. Looks like we have had an encounter with the Red Brands, I believe is what that really nice dressed fellow who was freaking out called them. It looks like it was a fatal encounter. I'm not too sure why they ran, though. There must be more to this. But turns out Grey here can turn into a bear.
He looks at Grey. He looks at Grey and sort of sees all the blood that he's now starting to wipe off, and he says, "Aye, that is a story and a half. I'd be interested to see what the other lads have to say when they arrive, if they arrive." At that moment, you see the main door to the inn burst open, and a stark naked man sprints up to the innkeeper. And all you hear is, "Gimrod said I have to leave as soon as possible. Please, I just need a couple of clothes, and I'm on my way." And Toblin sort of looks around. He notices that this is a Red Brand. He's not too sure what's happened. He doesn't know if the Red Brands are still a threat. He quickly grabs a tunic and some pants, hands them over to him. This guy sort of
Hold on. Am I? Because I'm chasing him. Am I at the door when he says Gimrod said this?
Yes. I'd say yes.
I'm gonna grab this guy straight away.
Okay, so
Hit him against the bar bench.
before or after he's put on these clothes?
Oh, just after he says Gimrod.
Oh.
He doesn't even get the fucking clothes.
Okay, so you pin this guy to the. Again, this guy is stark naked. His dong is hanging around, smacking around.
I'll chop it off if I need to.
I'm gonna roll a d12.
I'm gonna roll for hung.
He's got an 8-inch dong.
Yeah.
It's slopping around. Is he? No, we won't go. We won't go too far.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, he's
Roll
looking.
for arousal.
He is looking at you real wild-eyed. He's panting. He's sweating profusely. What would you like to say?
First off, I want to ask him. I'm looking at him dead in the eyes. Which one told you that their name was Gimrod?
Gimrod?
The tiefling fella. The tiefling fella. Please, I have to leave. I have to leave as soon as possible. They're gonna kill me.
There were 2.
Yes. What do you need? He's starting to get really upset now. He's almost on the verge of crying.
Cool. I'm just gonna take him out back of the tavern.
Okay.
I follow.
We're both 6 foot.
So look, no one can see him now. He's
roll a strength check.
16.
How much?
16.
Okay, yep, you successfully overwhelm him. You sort of grab him by the arm and you start pulling him out. He's sort of like a child, almost like trying to fight against your grip, but he has no chance of fighting back. You drag him out the back of the tavern.
I follow.
Okay. Gray, what would you like to do?
Have I cleaned up at this point, or do I still need to keep cleaning?
The blood is off your skin, but your tunic, you can probably tell that these stains are not getting out of here.
I'm gonna start. I didn't actually bring any spare clothes, so I think I might.
You should have a spare pair of clothes in your backpack.
Oh, sweet!
I believe.
So I start taking out my backpack, not caring because I'm so just exhausted. I strip nude there and start changing into my next set of clothes.
Okay.
Roll a d12 real quick.
Luckily for you, the only person in here at the moment is Toblin, and he's not really too phased. He's already sort of there's been enough excitement for one day that he is really not phased that anything's happening right now. Going out the back of the tavern, is in full view of that road. Malakos and Sebastian, you do walk in on the sight of, out the back of this tavern, stark naked Red Brown that you've just let go, Jackson. And you see Salau, Fane, and Gimrod out there with them.
Do they see us?
Jackson.
They don't see you. They're more focused on Jackson right now.
Sorry, you go.
I shout, Jackson. I thought I told you.
I'm looking over straight away.
This guy starts. He sort of starts really wriggling, trying to get out of your grasp, Gimrod. And as he does that, he looks over to you, Sebastian. He says, "I'm sorry, Gimrod. I'm trying. This guy's just grabbed me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
I look at Sebastian and in Inferno, I go, "Get the monk out of here!"
I am absolutely death staring Sebastian right now. He can see the pupils in my eyes just completely fucking dilated. They're like slits. They're completely dilated slits just staring dead at him. I'm not saying I'm still holding on to Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. Yeah, I'm still
You don't know
holding
his
on to
name.
Jackson, wiggling around, all that shit. And I'm just staring at Sebastian. I'm not saying a word.
Me, an empath, realizing you're mad at me.
I'm gonna look at Jackson and be like, "You mean that's Gimrod?"
Yes, please, just let me go. I need to get out of this town. They're gonna kill me.
I'm gonna throw Jackson at Salaufane. That's his problem now.
Oh,
So Larfane, you now have hold of this very naked man.
I guess just for flavour, Salaufane was just leaning up against the side of whatever building that we're behind the inn, yeah?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, so he was just like leaning against the side of the inn, completely amused by the whole Gimrod situation, and then a naked man gets tossed to him. He was not ready.
So he sort of collapses against you. Are you going to try restrain him? Because he's going to bolt.
Honestly, probably not.
Okay.
I don't want to hold a naked man.
He's going to bolt inside. You can hear rummaging as he's like chucking on these clothes. If nobody wants to get hold of him,
I
Can I
nod
try
in
and trip
his.
him just for fun?
I nod in his way, like I nod at him as he changes, and I'm changing at the same time. I nod, just keep changing.
nice cock.
Let's go.
Man.
So
We both
Sebastian-
admire the length, the absolute girth.
So are Sebastian and Malikos standing near a pole or a tree or anything?
They're standing in the middle of the road. If you're looking at the map, they're sort of here, and you guys are about here.
I want to throw my hatchet right near them, but miss them and hit the house behind them or something.
Roll,
Roll a
As
hit.
like a,
roll.
as a warning hit. Just
Roll.
You know.
oh, here we go.
You're gonna
You
fucking.
kinda deserve it.
Oh, it's a 6.
Oh, yeah, that misses by a mile.
Okay. So that you throw it, and it doesn't hit anyone, thank goodness. But it doesn't really hit where you're
Not what I
landing. It sort of skims across the ground and hits near Sebastian's
That makes me feel
feet.
bad. Cool. Well, if they're focused on that, I'm gonna start making my way towards them anyway. So I'm gonna throw
Okay.
and walk.
I'm gonna grab the axe.
Sebastian, you see this very hulking, very angry dragonborn start storming towards you.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the axe. I'm gonna look at it. Realize axes aren't my thing. Hold the head of the axe and stick it out to Gimrod. Hey man, I see you playing with old Jackson there.
Snatch it pushes him straight away.
Whoa, hey, settle down, settle down. What we needed.
Why are you going around saying you or me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard it from that man first.
You heard it from a criminal? Okay.
I'm hearing it from one now too.
Oh,
Hey.
Roll a persuasion check to see.
There is some big words. There's some big words. I'm a criminal.
Take a D4
Hey.
damage.
Clear of my name, and I'm just gonna walk away.
yeah, we got him. Where?
Under my breath, I'm just gonna be like, nick me.
Roll a perception check, Gimrod.
17.
You hear
Oh.
that?
I'm gonna look at him. I'm just gonna look at him, death stare him. I'm gonna show my teeth a little bit.
What? I'm just doing my job. How about you do yours?
I'm done with it. I'm walking away.
This is the end of the party.
Yeah, the party destroys themselves.
I turn to Malachos and go, I just shit my pants.
Bro, I just shit your pants. Are you insane?
I need to sit down. I really need to see Gray.
I don't think that's a good idea if you just shit your pants. Like,
Let's get the boys together. Tell them what's going on and how we can get in.
So as you,
So
yeah, Mitchell.
if they try to walk in, I'm gonna get in their way.
Okay.
us two.
Yep.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
Racism.
I see it.
Hey, you're both minorities at this point, okay?
Wait, no, aren't all three of them of darker tone?
That's.
Technically, no. Technically, Mitchum Salaufane isn't darker in tone. He's like blue, so he's like a pale
Grey.
grayish.
Grey is awfully close to.
Okay.
So I get in their way and I say, "Why did you pick a fight without me?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
First of all, personal space is not this party's strong suit. Everyone seems to be getting in my face a lot lately. Look, you were pretty out of it. Like, I tried to wake you, but you weren't budging. Like, you are a brute when you're...
Do you see... Look,
Also,
do you see the state the two of you are in?
yeah, I feel like shit.
Vandalin, I believe.
Ah, nice.
Ah.
All
yeah,
right, you've got a nice solid mark on the side of your head. You look like, what's wrong with your arm? Why is it hanging limp?
it hurts like shit. They can only hit one spot. But if I hadn't
All I
known you
ask-
to fight someone, I would have definitely called you, because that's not what I do. I don't fight people. I'm the roguish person. You know?
Yeah.
If you were to give me a class, I'd be a rogue.
Yeah. If you were to like put me in a group of people, yes, I definitely would have contacted you. But yeah, like I said, you were asleep, and I didn't see it going that way.
Well, if I'm not invited to the next brawl, I'm going to be pissed.
Look, I will try not to not include you. Maybe if you just hang out with us. Trouble seems...
No, I want you to include me.
Yeah. Trouble seems to find us because Gimrod, pretty racist. He's always telling us to do shit. So look, just hang out with us, and you'll most likely have a fight.
Music to my ears. Speaking of fights, before you go in to probably start another one with Gimrod, turns out the red brands are a problem here, and it looks like we might have a shit fight on our hands real soon. That's what some real fancy dress fella said, and I'm looking forward to that.
Hell
And
yeah!
I just smile big.
This fancy fella, think he has a heavy coin purse?
He's going to give me 5 gold.
My face just drops.
Yeah.
5 gold each?
No, he's going to give me 5 gold if I help defend the place.
So a gold each.
Cool.
No, you could probably organize your own deals. You seem like you're capable of doing that, but the deal I got going with him is it's a pretty sweet deal. You know, I get to fight and I get 5 gold.
Well, look. Next time there's a fight, I'll invite you. Next time there's money involved, how about you invite me? I can probably get some money. Yeah, good. That's a deal. Now please.
I shake his hand.
My hand just shook very vigorously because I'm not expecting
On the broken arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which arm was dead?
His left, yeah.
It's like, okay, good. I shake right-handed because I'm dominant.
Yeah. But I do need to pray. I would like to chill the fuck out. I'm pretty sore. So can I go inside?
Sure.
Thanks.
Sorry.
I'm gonna head inside and sit down next to Gray.
Yeah, so as everyone walks in, you didn't see it because you guys were outside, Salau, Fane, Malakos, and Sebastian. But as Gray, you've sort of dressed. You've seen a big angry dragonborn storm through, looking pretty pissed. As you've come through, Gimrod, this guy that you just let go, he's just finished dressing. He looks up at you, squeals a little bit, and bolts out the door.
Can I stop him from bolting?
Make a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Fuck. I got 8.
Poor guy's gonna be scarred alive.
I got 8.
Yeah, he gets a 16, so he's going to slip out of your fingers. You're not fast enough. He's a little bit too far away from you, and he slips out the door, and he is gone.
So good. I was only going to stop him to give him some money. He misses out. Cool. So I see Gray. Gray, was Gray hurt during the fight?
He was a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, right. I completely forgot.
I'm just gonna walk up to him, use my lay on hands, heal him for 3 health,
Okay.
just to make him feel a little better.
Hey, Gimro.
Wait, are these guys walking in now?
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sebastian Malakos and Salaufane have all made their way
that
in.
was the play.
DM, I'm going to make your life a little bit easier. I give you permission to call me Larry. I know it's taken 5 episodes, but I hereby give it to you.
We are now friends.
So they come in.
Gimro, man.
I don't
Hey.
want to say a word to them, but I'm going to come up to both of them and give them both 3 health points with lay on hands as well.
Thank you.
Thanks for your apology, man.
I'm not apologizing. I'm sitting down. I'm touching you and going away.
Look, I appreciate it.
what the
You really
priest-
don't have to accuse me of shit like that.
I'm not listening to him. I'm walking.
Thanks. I can now move my arm. Appreciate that.
Sure, cuz. Oh, Gimro, don't leave. No, Devin, Gimro, sit back down. Sit back down. Lads, boys, lads. Everyone gather around. Okay. We have some new information.
I do too.
Oh, you go first.
I do 3.
Trembling before.
I do 4.
God damn it.
Gildesh and I had a meeting with a fair lady called Halia earlier today. She wants us to track down the leader of the Red Brands, whose name is Glassstaff.
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
That is
We
so
do not-
weird.
We know where to.
Because
He's in the Tresendor Manor. We just have no way in.
Why didn't we just go together? Seriously, we have the same information.
I don't know. My one worked out well. Your one clearly
ours
didn't.
worked well. We got clothes. I mean,
Actually,
we
yeah.
lost.
We have a way in now.
We now know Grey can turn into a bear. I have the clothes to
That's
sneak in. I feel like ours is more eventful than yours.
Doesn't
man.
matter about eventful. All right. Trying to keep peace. Anyway, we have to find a way in.
Yeah, and we got it. I'm gonna ruffle through
the
the
front
bag
door.
and pull out the red cloak. Yeah.
You want to go in
Dibs.
guns blazing?
Dibs. That's
Okay, I agree.
Gimme.
Wait for me to get my axe from the blacksmith, and we can go on head charging.
Yeah.
Just one thing. I reckon he sneaks in with, like, they let him in because he's dressed up in their clothes. And he maybe opens a window or something for us to break in through. And then we can all get in.
Okay.
And
Alright,
then do we
what if-
sneak or just go hard?
What
Just
if?
go hard from there, I guess. But I don't know.
What if? No offense, Larry. We don't give it to you because you're just looking to fight. We give it to someone that's here to play the long game. What if one of us puts on the cloak, walks in there, just starts working, doing the chores, whatever they think they need to do, and the party slowly sneaking in as best they can until the cover is blown, and then I guess we'll jump them.
I guess I can actually turn into maybe a rat or something.
Gray, can you roll a? What's your passive wisdom?
Passive wisdom.
Passive
My-
wisdom.
My just wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's +3. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was what's the total number? So like 17.
My
17.
wisdom is 13. 13 plus 1 plus 3. Yeah. So sorry,
Go on to the
14
character sheet.
plus 3, 17. Sorry. Yes. I think. Is that
And
how that
wisdom's
works?
like
I'm
What's
really
the
confused
number
right now.
under that +2? What's the number under that +2?
Your actual wisdom number.
on your
Yeah,
on your
it
character
says
sheet, you'll add-
13 here, but I added as extra skill as well. Wisdom.
wait,
Oh yeah. So he's proficient. He's proficient.
Ah,
I'm proficient with it.
Oh,
it's in your saving throw. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So
He wants your total, like the shit up the top.
Oh,
Ah, sorry.
So-
yeah,
so
the number
13.
at
It's
the
in the
top.
circle.
I'm just 13.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
13.
So, Gray, you're listening to this plan about somebody putting on this cloak to go inside. You do actually remember that all the red brands that you have fought so far have all been human. You look around the party, and you notice that the only person that may be able to actually pull this off is you or Sildar.
So, I reckon, since everyone here is not human except for me and Sildar, have we seen any of these red brands in different races?
No. I bet
I
you
reckon-
fit in very well.
I reckon Sildar take the uniform and I transform into something small, maybe a snake or a rat, and then I can get onto the inside as well.
I'd rather not.
And I can apply to be a recruit. I will offer myself as a recruit, and I will get in.
Larry, I don't know how to say this to you, but they don't like our kind.
No, they don't like your kind because you just made a massacre
Nah,
in the
you
street.
made it a race thing, alright? Larry, they're all humans, okay? Anyone else
Enough!
just...
Whoa, damn! We're just chilling here.
We need to
Just
make a
a
plan. We need to
Break
kill
the
this guy
table.
really quick.
Well, we're in no
Let
rush.
Gray finish his plan.
Sorry, Dad.
Well, if I sneak in as a rat, we could probably just assassinate the boss.
What, with
Just
you as a
straight
rat?
up?
I mean,
Yeah, like I
You
turn
please.
into a rat, get into wherever this boss is, and then just pop up behind him and slit his throat.
As a rat.
No, it's a rat. I would pop up, turn into a human.
And he's not going to hear that?
what if we went at nighttime? Maybe he'd be sleeping.
That works well for me.
Yeah, and then Larry can get his big buffy boys and not hurt his eyes.
Okay.
How's Larry getting
I'll-
in? Sorry.
Front door.
Yeah.
Through the front.
I mean, I guess we'll send you in. We'll send. I really don't want to send Sildar in. Like, I feel like he needs to stay here and be safe, and he needs to send the letters.
All right, boys, I have an idea. Hear me out. Okay.
Oh, God.
So, Sildar dresses up as a red brand. He's got the gear on. Gray's a rat who follows us in. Sildar escorts me to the hideout, saying that he's found a capable, macho, strongman recruit. And I get a job, and I'm an inside man, and I can say leave a door or a window or break a door down to let you all in, and then we go have ourselves a fight.
I don't know. I just open a door or window as a rat. I'm sure I'd be able to stink my way in through like a hole or something.
What if,
Open
I
the
just
front
really
door
wanted
at
to
night.
expect it.
I mean,
what if we
as much
yeah.
as I hate it, I think
let's just
Larry's got the plan.
I agree with Larry.
Like,
Oh.
you'll definitely be a rat, Gray, 100%. You'll still be there to help open doors and windows and scout the rooms out. But I think we need more than one person in there.
I turned back into a human, apparently.
Yeah.
Well-
but you need to scout the rooms out first.
I
Look,
like the
how
rat
about this?
idea.
We get Gray to go in as a rat. He goes, finds their laundry, gets another set of uniform as well. That way we have two people with uniforms in.
Yeah. It wouldn't
The
be
only
sus at
two
all having a
humans?
rat.
how's he going to walk out?
Yeah, it wouldn't be sus at all having a rat carrying uniforms. That's
No, I would
That's
go.
why he transforms in the
I'd
laundry room.
transform in the laundry and become one of them.
That's smart.
okay. Now you're thinking.
See, I'm not the brightest here, but I was thinking maybe my potential recruitment could be used as the distraction so that people wouldn't be looking at a rat.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna fucking look at a rat?
Well, so you
I know
just
you're
wanna-
small and insignificant, but like I would attract all the attention. I
So
mean,
you
look
wanna
at
just
me.
cause
I'm
a
a colossal 5'4".
Yes, you do attract all the attention. I do remember.
How about you throw a
Yeah,
drag
right.
show out the front?
What's a drag show?
Don't worry about it.
Is that a Dragonborn thing?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
If you want a distraction, just go up and start attacking the front door.
it is. What?
I mean, I can do that too, but I just figured you'd want a bit more peace before we brought the fight. Like, I'm keen to fight. I'm happy to go break the door now.
No. Okay, let's do this. Here's what I reckon. Larry, you're going
Yes.
to go with Sildar. As much as I hate it, Sildar, you're going to put on the red brand cloak. And you're
Where
going
is Silver actually? Is he here? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, Sildo's at the table. He's not really contributing much. He's sort of got his chin in his hands, and he sort of looks like he's very deep in thought. Actually, while all this is happening, you all notice a very loud bang as the door opens to the inn, and in the door frame you see Turkin standing there with a Turkin the blacksmith, that is, holding Gimrod's battle axe in hand, looking very pristine, looking very shiny, and that is where we're going to end today's episode.
Nice.
Wow.
Attacking my boy. Coming in at the perfect point.
Well played.
So yeah,
Dragonborn. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but the most recent comment in the Twitch chat.
RuPaul's Dragonborn race is a very different show.
Yes, I love it.
Oh my god.
So so that is the end of the episode. If anyone wants to send through anything, thank you very much for the audience for sticking around. Really appreciate your support. Please give us a follow on Twitter. Look out for the episode coming out next week. Obviously, probably don't want to listen to it again, but if you do, it will be on Spotify. Thank you very much for sticking it out with us. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. We'll probably stick around here for a couple of minutes and just talk some shit if anyone wants to send through anything. But yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
See ya.
And hopefully Gildish will be here next week. Or next session, sorry.
Hope so. And hopefully COVID lets us do an in-person session.
Yeah, hopefully. I'll be interested to see.
I prefer that.
Yeah, in person is good, but I feel like I don't know about
I do
anyone
kinda
else.
like a live stream.
Yeah, this live stream is actually pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Well, if you do want to fund us to get us cams so we can see our faces, that would be greatly appreciated.
Proper cams and decent mics for everyone. And maybe an actual PC or something.
Maybe
'Cause
NBN.
one of us is using a camera on his phone.
That's me.
Guess who?
I
never
mean,
mind.
I have a PC.
Yeah.
I'm set. I just don't have any of the accessories.
How long have you had it for?
Not important.
Since September.
Yeah, well, I guess even if we do one of these every once in a while, and again, we are in Queensland, we've just opened up all the borders to the rest of Australia. We're having a lot of COVID cases at the moment. A lot of people are getting sick.
Motherfuckers.
So this may be a semi-temporary thing. But at least we know that we can do it like this now. It may not be ideal, but I'll be interested to see what the sound quality is like coming back to us. And give it a listen, I guess, to see how it sounds compared to our other episodes.
Yeah.
Please keep your COVID out of WA.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed. It's starting to get a little bit painful over here.
Look, I've tried to work in WA, and the moment someone screams COVID, that shit shuts off.
Yeah.
Oh, COVID. All right, sweet. Head on back home. It's like, fuck, I'm just trying to work, man.
But yeah, no, I think that was fun. I think it was good.
Everything was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it was a good addition. Yeah, we got to roll some dice. It was a little bit more of an exciting session this week. A little bit of combat, a little bit of role play. I don't know why you shot that red brand naked, but
A little bit of identity theft.
a little bit of identity theft. I genuinely thought Gimrod was going to smack you one.
Me too. I thought that axe was going to hit me, and I would have just dropped down because I'm very, very weak.
I was
That would've
thinking
been-
because he rolled low that his shot would actually miss where he's aiming and get you instead. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping that wasn't going to be a technicality because I would have 100% dropped. His modifier alone would have taken me out.
I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna try to down you guys. That
Ah.
just felt mean. That's why I said I wasn't aiming at you.
Could you imagine that though? Like, you just come up, you're like, I'm so pissed at this guy. What the fuck?
I would've
He's
felt
taking my
so
name, throws an axe, and I'm just like, hey, but and just drop on the floor.
Dead.
Ducks into it.
So bad. I would have probably cried.
I was ready for it, I'm like, oh, who do I back up? Like, do I back the Dragonborn or do I back the Tieflings? Ooh.
Imagine waking up, like you wake up in the bed after like they've stabilized you, just like, what the fuck, man? What are you doing?
Your dreams are just gonna be me shouting now.
You're his new paralysis demon.
Yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
don't know what elemental have yet, so you're just dreaming about all the ones it could be.
I don't think Alex was watching the stream, but he's gonna be so confused. I'm actually surprised that none of your characters noticed that he wasn't even there.
I mean, I
We didn't break it up at all.
he's gonna walk in and be like,
went off on his own.
"Yeah, Nani."
I mean, we
Hey,
found him
hold on.
like the day before, so Gimrod's just.
Shit.
Yeah.
Are we gonna?
Oh yeah, it's only been one day, hasn't it?
Yeah. You've technically only known Gildish for like less than 24 hours.
Oh, true.
Yo,
He's probably killing more animals. Take pelts.
He's actually a spy.
5 sessions. We haven't even done a full day.
He went back with the wolf, man.
He's the big bad. Guys, fucking running that shit down.
He killed those horses.
I'm
Oh,
sad
shit.
that I didn't get to see the priestess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Next session should be an exciting one. If you guys continue at the pace you're going now, it could be a very, very exciting session next session. However, it probably will end up being a bit of a longer one. I'll try and cut it into 2 halves if we can, but obviously I don't want to ruin the pacing of the story.
I mean, yeah, if we go at what we're doing, I think our next step is to go into their hideout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I want a day just to like walk around the town and. Well, I just want some time
We
so
had
then I
that
can go to the
today.
priestess.
Yeah.
No,
That was like
I
half.
thought that was last session.
I need
That
extra
was
time.
literally
Yeah.
a whole
I'm running
session.
out of time here.
A
Dude,
whole
all
session
that
doing
roleplay
shopping.
without combat made me so sick. I had to
Yeah.
duck outside and vomit.
Yeah, well, yeah. Out of character, the barbarian just genuinely could not handle the roleplay. Must punch something.
It was definitely not related to New Year's at all whatsoever. Like, I
No.
promise.
That's canon now. That's canon.
But okay, well, that will be, I guess, the end. Again, thank you very much for everyone who stuck around and watched this all with us. We had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast. We'll chuck this up hopefully next week onto our Spotify account. If you want to hear or, I guess, do some more Nothing But 20's, the 20 for 20's talk show, a bit more of an in-person thing, we will try and do this every off week of our actual show. That way you can ask your questions, we can interact with you guys. Because again, we struggle to, I guess, I don't want to be breaking the immersion of the show, the main show, reading all the comments and that sort of stuff. Yeah, fan fiction. Everyone wants fan fiction. Thank you very much. Thank you, Duck. Thank you, Duck, for coming through. And yeah, you've sort of been there almost since day one. So thank you very much for your support as well. Thank you, everyone else. We will say good night. Follow us over on Twitter to get all the news and the info. Don't miss out on an episode. Share with your friends. Share with your family. We don't really care. More the merrier. So thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, boys.
Guys.